Thanks for everyone for joining today. It's me, Alia El Khatib, and today we're going to be talking about how to turn your LinkedIn into a high-converting sales funnel and building your personal brand. Okay, so it's me, Alia. I'm Lebanese, quarter Syrian. I'm a LinkedIn marketing coach and consultant, and I work with coaches, service providers, and agencies for the last 14 years. Together, I help my clients through one-on-one and group coaching, through tailored business, sales, and marketing strategies so that they can sign clients and make consistent $5,000, $10,000 months through LinkedIn, Instagram, and beyond. Today, we're going to be focused mainly on LinkedIn. It's one of my favorite platforms on how to actually build your personal brand and grow your business. So today, we're going to be talking about how to work on optimizing and crafting a LinkedIn profile so that it can act as a sales funnel to attract and convert people that pass by, how we're going to set up your LinkedIn personal page and business page, how we're going to find targeted leads on LinkedIn, and how to actually start conversation, as well as a bit about personal branding. It's really important, personal branding, in the age of AI. Okay. So maybe most of you have a full-time job, or you're entrepreneur since you're in the entrepreneur circle. And maybe one of the biggest struggles you face is actually how to generate leads, how to convert calls, how to build your personal brand, how to get people to book a call with you. And one of the biggest issues is not having a lead sales funnel process in place or a client acquisition system in place, right? So LinkedIn is actually one of the most important B2B and also B2C lead generation platform. It's the main go-to for B2B, and it's also a powerful one for the B2C. And the more I will chat with you here, I'll understand who's in the B2B and B2C world, so we can share with you some examples. So the goal is to actually get you more bookings, more people booking a call with you, more weekly inquiries on LinkedIn, people requesting your services, getting 10 new connections accepted on LinkedIn, and people asking you, hi, I would like to actually hire you, or actually I've been thinking about hiring someone like you and you came through my world. This has happened for more than 500 of my clients, and this is what I want to support you with today. So who here has been using LinkedIn to actually look for leads? So I want this to be an interactive chat. So let me know in the chat, who here has been using LinkedIn? How do you currently feel about LinkedIn? Have you ever used LinkedIn to actually look for potential clients and projects? مش بس for jobs or job posting. This is نحن شو معودين عليه, right? So who has used it? Anyone could share like a quick couple of notes about it in the chat. I've used it, it never worked, I don't like it, I never used it, or I've been using it. I've been getting a lot of thumbs up, great. So a lot of you have been active, amazing. I use it for hiring tutors, amazing. So that's for job posts. Okay, has anyone never used it? Like, has no experience with LinkedIn? Many people have used it, amazing. Okay, great. So just so I can understand the room. So now, a lot of people, especially women, don't like using LinkedIn. Like, it's a very pushy corporate kind of organization. And I hope today we will shift that. And honestly, LinkedIn is the most of the high performing, and it's actually the second tool for B2B sales and lead generation. So who's actually on LinkedIn? Who's actually hanging out on LinkedIn? The people that you find on LinkedIn versus other platforms are professionals. Everybody, a waiter, I don't know, someone that works in a different kind of position is not usually going to go on LinkedIn and say, hey, I am a bartender or etc. But the people that have, like, let's say, minimum of $20,000 salary a year, will be listed on LinkedIn and usually are active. So we know that the majority of people that are on LinkedIn are professional. This is different than Instagram account, TikTok accounts, Facebook accounts. There you can have children, you can have fake accounts, you can have other type of people that are not actual professionals, right? Because when you're on LinkedIn, you actually have to say that I work at a company, right? Students are not on LinkedIn. So the only people that are on LinkedIn are professionals. Work at home mom, which has the best job and the greatest job of all, she's not going to be listed on LinkedIn. But the people that are, they all have professions. So people that are LinkedIn are professionals. They're also international. With the powerful search engine of LinkedIn, we can find people in specific cities and specific countries, and we can reach them with the power of the online world that we live in now. The people that are on LinkedIn, when they are sitting on LinkedIn, it's not like when they are in Instagram or TikTok. نحن usually بنروح على LinkedIn على Instagram و TikTok نحضر some food recipes أو look at cat videos أو هيك نضحك أو نطلع على ال beautiful politics والnews that every day عنا إياها اسم الله, it never ends. But on LinkedIn, we don't have that. The people on LinkedIn have one purpose in mind. They're there to either look for potential clients, look for opportunities, look for speaking gigs, look for hiring people. They are in the work environment and in the work mentality. يعني ما حدا بيروح على LinkedIn ليتسلى. ما في شيء نتسلى فيه بلينكدين. It doesn't have fun news on LinkedIn. What's fun and entertaining is on the other platform. So the people that are on LinkedIn are actually high-paying clients because one, they have an average globally of making $70,000 per year. عم ناخد أمريكا, أوروبا, and the Arab world and Asia, an average of $70,000 salary per year. So they are high-paying clients. Versus ما بنعرف شو بيطلع لنا من انستغرام, تيك توك وفيسبوك. No idea. ما بنعرف where they work, what they do, what's their salary. But if I go on LinkedIn and I know my target audience, I could see from their profile how much money they make. Because I can go and see how many years they've been in business. If he works at a certain company, how much he can make. And with Claude and AI, I can know exactly his average salary. So we know this is the fact that they are a different caliber of buyers. These are the serious caliber of buyer. And the sales cycle is shorter. I'm glad everybody agrees. Keep doing these engagements لأنه I can't talk to you now, but share them with me لأعرف you're focusing كمان, okay? The sales cycle is shorter. People are on LinkedIn for their professional development versus the people اللي بيطقوا حنك, let's say نحن كلنا بنطق حنك on other platforms على تيك توك وفيسبوك. عم نطلع على فيسبوك جروب يقول لك خالتي شو بعدت لي هيدي الفود ريسبي بلا بلا بلا. ما في منه هذا كله بلينكدين, صح؟ بلينكدين okay, I'm a business consultant. I will look for a coach. I'm going to tell the coach, hey, I've actually recently helped a coach on how to double her income. Why don't we have a call? أنا عندي a free business assessment. Boom. We have the call. Boom. I convert her. That's how easy it is if you have the right strategy in place. And that's what I want to teach you today. If you are in the B2B world, you have to be on LinkedIn. If you are not, you are really missing business opportunities. If you are a coach or you're in the BTC world, trust me, بتلاقي your target audience بعده على LinkedIn. Is everyone with me so far? Give me please a thumbs up. لأعرف is everybody with me so far. And I want you to drop your questions. Wow, amazing. حبيتهم هدول. I want you to drop your questions in the chat. And when I take a break, I'm going to go over them. مشان ما بدي إياكم تنسوا. So I want you to write your questions in the chat. So these are the top 3 mistakes coaches, consultants, service providers make on LinkedIn. The first one, and if you are guilty of it, it's okay. آخر مرة you updated your LinkedIn profile 10 سنين. أنا كنت دايركتور بهيدي الشركة وبعدني هونيك. هيدي آخر مرة you updated your profile. لأنه the last time you updated your profile, it's because when you got a job. The moment you got a job, خلاص you're good. This training actually, it's not just for people that have a business, but it's also for people that have a high role at a company and or they are at a company and want to attract more clients. They still need to update and use LinkedIn for that level, right? And everybody is on LinkedIn now and using it. So if you're here, you're in the right place. So make sure you update your LinkedIn profile. We're going to talk about how to do it today. Another mistake people do is أنه النتورك تبعتكم on LinkedIn بس اللي كنتوا تشتغلوا معهم and friends. Okay, يعني they're your friends and colleagues. So it's not potential clients, it's not potential people to work with. And a big third mistake a lot of people do, okay, Alia, I updated my profile and that's it. خلاص, I don't do anything. Not actually having a strategy in place. It's not about updating your LinkedIn and that's it. You need to actually be proactive. We have to look for leads, write good content, build our personal brand, do all of these 3 consistently for at least the strategic math is 18 months. If you really want to build your personal brand on any platform, you have to do it for 18 months. This is the success secret of the 1% of CEOs in the world. They do a strategy for 18 months. This is how you see results, and you pivot accordingly. So if you please let me know in the chat, please. When was the last time you updated your LinkedIn? Just be real, be raw. ما عليه. نحن هون كلنا friends. So just let me know, when was the last time you updated your LinkedIn? I'm going to see if we have any questions. 2 weeks ago, last week, 2 months ago. Hello. Update my photos. أهم شيء الفوتو. Yesterday, last week. Okay, bravo. Guys, okay. Okay, these are amazing roles that you guys are doing it. I use it for searching for jobs and sharing my knowledge, but I do not get projects from LinkedIn. Wasim shared that. Okay, we're going to talk about today. We don't do that. Okay. Rasha, I live on LinkedIn. I love the people that live on LinkedIn like me. Amazing. Perfect. 4 months. Okay, مش أنه 3 years ago. At least you guys are a bit active. Okay. Good. مش الحال so far. Okay, so why should we be using LinkedIn? LinkedIn is the best place for coaches, but command service providers to reach their sale goal and get consistent clients. Where is my browser? Look. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get my browser. Okay, hold on. LinkedIn is the world's largest business database with every client you ever need. Yani it's the Google for business professionals. So if you want to look for the program director of an accelerator program be Oman, you go on LinkedIn and you can find them. You will never find them on any other platform, okay? There are 61 million LinkedIn users who are senior level influencers, 40 million are decision makers, and 44% make more than $75,000 per year. Sorry, it was $75,000 per year. So it's serious high ticket buyers. LinkedIn users have twice the purchasing power than your average web audience. And I'm not sure who this web audience is. We don't know who they are. But with LinkedIn, we know that they are a certain level, a certain number of experience, and we know their average income. LinkedIn is where people come to do business. يعني إذا بدكم summary of why you should be on LinkedIn امبارح, this is the reason. This is where people come to do business. If you sell high ticket, low ticket, حتى يعني courses, I wouldn't rely on LinkedIn for that. But if you sell more than $1,000 project, you should be using LinkedIn. Okay. 80% of B2B sales come from LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is 277% more effective for lead generation than Twitter, Facebook, حتى Instagram. Okay. هيدي الانستغرام algorithm و fighting for the Instagram ما كتير في منا on LinkedIn. لأنه LinkedIn, it doesn't rely on just content being pushed to your audience. Instagram is all about content. LinkedIn is about people and relationships and connections, right? This is the key word within LinkedIn, it's connections. And there is a bit of content, of course, but it's part of it. It's not the main thing versus TikTok or Instagram. So let's look at how, what are high converting profiles. So maybe you can get some ideas for your own profile. And I'm going to share with you some ways on how to optimize them in today's workshop. This was an old LinkedIn profile. Very just like all over the place cover page. This is your billboard. You know, when you're driving a car, you see a billboard, you know, like something attractive. So إذا هون كله هيك خرابيط, يعني it's not really sexy. You're not going to really attract my attention. And here we have the headline. And هون I'm explaining to you how the LinkedIn profile works with using this example. So this has to be clear, and this has to be also very clear, because if in this part, I am not convinced about who this person is, I'm not going to scroll down. I'm just going to skip this profile. So this is a before and this is an after. After, we optimize. We put a proper logo with his headline or tagline. And then we put a proper tagline and headline. And what's important is all the keywords that you use anywhere on your LinkedIn profile, business page, and personal page are important for discovery by the search engines. اسمهم SEO, AEO, GEO. This is how AI gets to scrape you, and if somebody is searching for you on Google search or within ChatGPT or Claude, if you have the right keywords that your target audience uses in your headline, personal page, and business page, it can then scrape that info and share it to the people that are searching for you. If you just have something like, I'm very passionate about helping people, AI will not even look at you because you said nothing to it, right? Versus someone who is looking for a business performance strategist who will help me reach $5 million in revenue. That's how specific people are, right? Think about the last time you looked for someone. I want to lose weight before summer. I want to lose 20 kilos, but I can only do this, this, and that. You put specific keywords because I have back pain and I'm a mother and the menopause, okay? So if the physical trainer, he said here, I help you lose weight, or I'm a physical trainer, bus, you won't be listed in the search within AI because you didn't put the right keywords. And now, guys, I'm simplifying it for you. So everything you write in your headline, personal page, your business page are important to be discovered. And now we live in the age of AI. Soon, in 2-3 years, Killa will be taken over, okay? But we will still be working with it, right? So we just want to make sure people can find us. Wa'alla, we will be lost among the many, many new business owners there will be, right? There's a huge surge of many people who are entrepreneurs now, right? Many people are being laid off. So we're all becoming entrepreneurs, right? We're all building these AI agencies and AI powered, etc. But now we want to work with AI. So we have to know how to write the right keywords. So this is really, really important. The second step is your profile. Usually a lot of people make the mistake انه بيعملوا البروفايل all about me كأنه it's a resume or a CV. أنا عملت هيك و I did this و I have these competencies و I graduated MBA, PhD. If somebody is connecting with you or you connecting with them to sell them something or to buy from you, he doesn't care about your PhD and your ما بعرف شو, unless it's a company that is hiring a certain level of a coach. But usually it's not the case. And you can also write one line about that. This profile has to be more about the user, the potential client, your dream target audience. It's all about them, how you help them. So most of it should be written about how you help them, how you've helped others, ROI, social proof, case studies, and maybe a bit about your experience. Just a bit about your experience. Because once they see what you do and who you are, and they're like, okay, I like this person. He's speaking my language. He has something I might need. Okay, yalla, let's connect, right? So it's not about me. It's about them. Okay? The same with your experience section. Hon, he had a rough section. Hon, we amplified it. And now here we have keywords. Here we have keywords that AI can scrape. AI بيجي بيعمل scraping, and then he gives the answer to the person who was asking for data. Depending on what you were asking for, it will scrape this information. If you have generic هيك fluff, I helped a business double their income, وبس هيك, for example, it's not enough. You need to like really get specific. Hon, he got really specific, okay? Some people will read, some people don't. It doesn't matter who will read, who will not. AI will read, and it will provide it to the people that search for it. And your potential client that needs your services, they will read. I know نحن عنا هيدي Arab mentality. Nobody reads long emails or long carousels or long posts. I always get this. But that's not how it works. There are different types of buyers. Some people skim. Some people like من الآخر. Some people like to read everything. بيعملوا due diligence. Your job is to do the due diligence. Plus, you have AI now scraping for people so that people don't go manually looking for you. They say, من الآخر, give me the top 10 business coaches out there. شو بيعمل AI? It goes and scrapes. Who are the top performers? Lots of connections, write a lot of content. There's a lot of engagement, has the right keywords and SEO. And he sends it to the user. So you need to do your due diligence, okay? No need for this. Okay. Any questions so far? Hon, I have a question. How can we define the suitable keywords volume search on LinkedIn search engine? Okay, so first, I didn't understand volume search, but for the right keywords, yani, since we all use AI, when you tell AI, and my target audience is this guy, he's looking for this, these are his pains and challenges, this is how I can support them, etc. You ask for it, give me the most optimized SEO, AEO, and GEO keywords to plug into my LinkedIn profile. Right? So when you ask it to give you that, it will give it to you. You can also give it examples. How can you find those examples? That's a good also sub question. You can go on your competitors' pages on LinkedIn in their content. Go through their profile. Look at their top performing content. Copy paste or screenshot the post. Give it to AI. Tell him scrape the keywords they used and steal their hashtags. And steal the hashtag they use and get the keywords from what is already proven. And if you've never written any content before, you can look at your top competitor, companies and leads, and get that data from them. But also telling AI or whatever you use, this is my target audience, and get very, very specific. So the more specific you are, because you know your target audience, the better the keywords. And also I would do a competitive analysis as well. Great question. Who needs to be aware of LinkedIn job scamming as well? I don't know anything about LinkedIn and jobs or scamming. This is new for me. So Anna, I'm not the perfect person. I don't look for jobs or use it, and I don't know. ما بعرف about this. This is new to me. Sorry about that. Okay, let's move on. So now let's optimize your LinkedIn profile. So you know when you like go to a gathering or a dinner or etc. and people ask you like, what is it that you do, etc. So sometimes we tell people our elevator pitch, بنسميه elevator pitch. Then they're like, okay, great, or a networking event, great, okay, طب let's connect. You scan each other's LinkedIn profile. You know there's a way to do that. Then they go to your LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn personal page. عم نحكي about your personal page, which is the key point to use to connect to potential clients, guys. There's personal page with business page. I just want to check if I have a slide about that. No, but I'll get into that. So the LinkedIn business personal page is how we connect with people. Well, business page is important also for discoverability. I know it's like a Facebook page, but it's a business page, and it makes you more efficient and more of an authority. مثل أنه okay, I work at Google, I feel Google business page. Okay, inshallah, your company will be as big as Google. So أنا Alia, this is what I do, and I have Alia El Khatib consultancy. I have a business page. I connect with people on my personal page. But then people will see my business page. We use that for discovery through AI and through keywords. Okay, if somebody's looking for a company on the search engine, etc., they will find your business. You will look legit. You will look like a registered company. So that's why we have a business page. Hella, we want to optimize both. Let's talk about your personal page. Your LinkedIn page, your personal page, it's like your elevator pitch. It's your one-page website. It's your sales funnel. Okay, if you haven't started your business or you have started but you don't have a website, I would make this the first homework, optimizing your LinkedIn profile before you even build a website. Okay. So now let's talk about how to create your headline. هذا الهيدلاين شفناه هلا مع David. It's your elevator pitch. So you go to a networking brand. You're like, okay, Rasha Leki, what do? You give her that one sentence. It's called the I help statement. Hone, I give you some formulas. You can go ahead and take a screenshot of this. But at the end of the training, I'm going to give you also my custom GPT, my custom chat GPT project on how to use everything that I'm going to teach you, all the information about you, and it will give you all those optimized personal page, the headline, the business page, the content plan, وكل شيء, okay? So you have to stick to the end to give it to you. بس هون it will give you this is a formula to write your headline. مثلا I'll just say mine, business and marketing consultant, helping coaches and service providers go from zero income to $5,000 a month in 90 days. Super specific, right? إذا حدا عم بيقول how do I make $5,000 in 90 days? Boom, عالية, right? Inshallah, this is where I'm going with the AEO and GEO, right? But that's the goal, right? هيدا الهيدلاين تبعك. This is the first homework. Okay? This is a revamped LinkedIn profile. هلا this looks a bit different from my current one, but this is from an older training. Okay. هيدا السكسي شو بنقول billboard. هيدا البيلبورد تبعنا. هون I want to also have strong keywords and clear proposition here, as well as a strong headline. And before we used to have this creator mode on LinkedIn, we used to put hashtags. They removed this recently. So you want to work on a strong headline cover page, a strong headline, and your custom button. Here, this is so important. You don't want to just send them to a website. You also always want to take somebody that's a visitor or a lurker بنسميه in the online. Lurker إنه هيك بيجي هيك بيعمل بيكابو يعني بس ما بيعمل شيء. So we want to take these lurkers and visitors to do something. So I always here offer a free sales assessment call, a free PDF, a checklist, a freebie, a free masterclass. So that they come, they connect. ممكن they come, they don't connect, but they do something. مش أنه يلا go to my website وهونيك بيضيعوا، ما تضيعون, okay? That's websites is an old strategy. The key in the online world or in the space of today is sales funnels. That's why what we're building today with LinkedIn is a sales funnel. And we want to build another sales funnel here. يعني your freebie or your business assessment call or your audit call or your discovery call or your free coaching call is another sales funnel. Okay, so you want to add that button here. Okay. Then there's a really important section اسمه featured section. مين عنده featured section? مين عنده عامل a featured section? أو somebody that doesn't know what a featured section is. Yes, it's a lead magnet, yes. Featured section, a lot of people don't use it. أو بحطوا قصص ما لهم معنى عن جد ما لهم معنى, right? نحن attention span online is less than 7 seconds. وعلى LinkedIn, let's say 15 seconds, okay? So what we want to do in the featured section is when they are scrolling, قبل ما ينزلوا على about section and before they get to our content, is we want this section has to act like a customer journey. We want to take people's hand and tell them, hey, let me show you what you need to do or go through this journey. So for example, I had a live workshop. So I wanted anybody coming to go to the live workshop. Then I had a new service. Here I have a service PDF or brochure. Hon, I want people to book a call with me. But before they get lost and I send them to my website or to my content, if you want to book a call with me, here is the link. Okay, so this is really important. This is more important than your website because this is quick action. Examples. One would be your service brochure, like a PDF, and what are your services, exactly what's inside. It's like low ticket, medium, high ticket offers. The next one would be book a free coaching call or book a free assessment call. The third one could be what's the ROI of working with you. Masalan, it's your best case studies or your client testimonials or a recent client story. This way, I can sign up to your freebie. I can also book a call and I can see the ROI of working with you. The easier you make it for someone to make a buying decision, the more clear it is and the easier, the faster it is for him to get on a call with you and sign up. If you make it confusing, oh, he has to go and يبحبش 200,000 link to know what the hell you do. How can I know إذا بعطيك $2,000 you will deliver? You lost that person. He went to someone that made it clearer. Clarity is key. Clarity is the key to success. So the featured section allows you to be clear. This is also, like I said, it's an older one. I should change this to my recent one, but I always change it. If I have something recent, I update my featured. I'm always updating. And whenever we optimize on LinkedIn, you should update it every 2-3 weeks, right? It's always updated. But featured section is important. A lot of people miss this part. So it's really, really important. If you have questions or doubts about should you feature, please share it in the chat and I can answer, yes, feature that, don't feature that. So please share it with me. If you have like, okay, Alia, I think I want to share this, بس ما بعرف, share it in the chat and I will give you my feedback. Now we get to the LinkedIn profile section. نحن على LinkedIn profile section, حتى البزنس page, we have 2,600 characters to utilize. That space is given, so we should use it. And that space allows us to build a sales funnel. This is another section of your sales funnel. Hone, it's your one-page website. So instead of sending people to your website, they will eventually get there. Because before they get there, they're connecting with you on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is going to be the first access point, right? So when they connect with you on LinkedIn, they need to understand عشان ما تضيعوا الوقت للعالم. Now nobody has time. Like everybody's in a hurry, meetings بعد شهر, la la la. So if somebody's connecting with you, they want to know quickly, what is it this person does? Okay, what do they do? This section is the space to give them everything about you, but about how you help them. مش about أنا شو عملت وأنا وين اتخرجت وأنا blah blah. لا. It's about how I help you exactly in a very specific way. So it's about how can I help you? So when we're talking about their pain points, their goals, their desires. If their pain is into هيك بتحسوا like, does this sound like you? Pain. This is why my clients come to me. Here is how I can double your sales using this specific framework and exactly how I do it. My, let's say, social proof, and how much I've invested, how much my clients have done, and action points. Boom, boom, boom. Connect call, masterclass, free guide. تذكروا هدول اللي بيعملوا بيكابو بيفلوا. مشان I don't lose them, I make them do something. The people that want to connect with me, they will go through their journey. The people that don't, bye-bye. في 200,000 واحد غيرهم. Okay? Doesn't matter about the other people. So this is your sales funnel. And if you do this right, guys, if you do your LinkedIn profile and business page right and the featured section, I promise you, the people that hate selling, a lot of women hate selling, but a lot of men also, they sell, بس إنه really they don't like it. بدهم العالم تيجي لعندهم. تفضلوا انتوا لعندي, صح? So you hate selling. If you do this right, 80% of the sale will be done by this. 80% of the selling is done here because you've used LinkedIn to do the selling for you. It did it on your behalf. So when you get in a conversation, DM or WhatsApp or on a call, they already know what you do. They know what you do. They know your client videos and case studies and testimonials and case studies. They know your experience, how much you've generated, who you've helped, who you've worked with. They know exactly how you help them. They know who you don't help. They know how you do it. They know how you speak and your energy. They know everything. لأنه you put all that information here. So when you get on the call, it's about, hi, how are you? Okay, great. I'm so glad we connected. Thank you for sharing the form that you filled out. Thanks for wanting to connect with me. How can I help you today? هيك بتصير. It becomes a fun conversation. ما بتصير ليكي شو بتعملي؟ هيدي الفريز ما بطيئة يعني. بس قوليلي بس شو بتعملي؟ You will never have this anymore. Okay? You will never تعلوا القلب وتقولوا ليكي أنا بعمل هيك. ما حدا بيحب يبيع حاله هيك. Okay? So this is 80% of the selling is done for you. Plus, you have to do it if you want to be seen and scraped by AI. And now you must be seen and scraped by AI. Sadly, if you want to be discovered. Right? This يعني it works for restaurants. إذا حدا بيقول أوكي أنا رايحة على جريس على أثينز بدي the top 10 seafood restaurants. حدا بيروح على جوجل بقى لا كلنا عم نروح على تشات جي بي تي. top 10 best seafood restaurants بأثينز. أثينز شو بتعمل تشات جي بي تي؟ It goes and scrapes all the keywords and the reviews bro. بتعطيكي هال 10 restaurants and you go through them. خلاص بطلنا نطلع على جوجل وجوجل مابس. We go there. This will happen for us too. We are that easy to be found if you put the right keywords. So 2 things why you need to do 3 things. Build your personal brand. So people know you, get to know you, get discovered. Be searched and scraped by AI. And 80% of the selling is done for you. مشان ما تعلوا قلبكم and explain to people, this is what I do. Okay? Isn't this a better way to sell? Give me a thumbs up if you prefer this way of selling. أحسن. هيك أحسن. حدا بحب يقول ليكي أنا بعمل هيك وببيع هيك. Nobody has time also for that. Okay, amazing. Perfect. People are on board. Do you guys have any questions so far? Okay, great. This is the profile section of the experience section. هذا كمان for being discovered by the search engines and by AI. هون you can either copy the same information in your personal page. I don't recommend it. This is another space. تتذكروا بس لأن هدول عالم ما بحبوا very long text. ما حدا بيقريهم. في people بيقريهم. And your job is to put your information. So you can use the personal section to talk about a specific story or highlight a specific service. And in the experience section, you could take it in another way. So هونيكي أنا قلت I do this. بالexperience قلت we do this. So we do this. Here is how you can work with me. Expertise و keywords. هدول اللي حطيتهم هون for SEO. For discoverability. And guess what? I want you to notice now when LinkedIn sends you an email, you were found 100 times in search. لأنه people were looking for your services or your keywords and you were found 100 times in the search. And every week I get 100, 200, 300. لأنه people were looking for these and they found me in the list. يعني بس يعني حتى لو ما بدي روح AI, just within LinkedIn. إذا حدا منكم looking for accountant in Syria, إذا هذا accountant in Syria مش حاطط هدول الكيوردز, nobody is gonna find him. Or a developer. هلا كلنا عم نعمر سوريا and everything. I'm looking for a developer يا خيي. I'm looking for a finance director in Syria. If that director مش حاطط the keywords, how is he gonna be found? Just within LinkedIn itself. Imagine just on Google, right? So you want to optimize the space. Guys, this is a free space. Use it, okay? Now is the fun part. How to find potential clients. So نحن هلا خلصنا how to optimize our profile, how to be found by AI, how to actually build it. At the end of the training, I will give you my custom GPT, and also I have a free profile PDF, but you could just use one and it will build it exactly like that. But now is the fun part. I know how to actually look for our potential clients. Who here has used LinkedIn to look for potential clients or potential suppliers or people to work with? Or who here has used this free search engine, our Sales Navigator? Let me know in the chat. 1, 2, 3, a couple of you. Okay. For the ones that never used it, maybe you could type in the chat why you never used it. You don't need it, you don't know how to use it, you never thought you should use it. Okay, so job hunting أكيد for sure, we would use it for that. Finding investors is pretty hard. Sometimes I have startups I'm like صعب الاقي لكم investors, بس انه we could try. You could try by like هيك شو بيقولوا there's a term for it, and to find potential professionals in specific areas with years of experience that might be an investor, or investors who talk about investments or engage with VCs or investors. But there are some things. Talent hunt, yes, أكيد. So everybody in the job space أكيد has used it, but a lot of people, sadly, it seems, and we're not using it, and you're missing out so much. So on LinkedIn, we have this powerful tool. We have the free search engine. With the free search engine, we can look for potential clients, right? So home, this is the simple tool for the potential clients. To look for people in certain locations, but مش بالcity. So you could say, okay, I'm looking for people in the United Arab Emirates, بالإمارات, بس مش إنه بدبي أو شارجة. كل الإمارات, okay? All the way to Fujairah, okay? And you could put the role maybe and a very, very limited filters. ما كتير في much potential, and you can put the role here. بس ما بنعرف years of experience, how big is the company, is it an NGO or a privately held company, how long the copywriter has been in business, or is he the founder of his copywriting company. You cannot find all this information. يعني it's taste يعني you can only connect with 400 potential leads بالشهر. So with the search engine, you get it's a good list. It's definitely better than anything on Instagram and TikTok. But it's still a wide net. But what we have, which is more powerful, is the Sales Navigator. Sales Navigator, it's a paid search engine. If you are a consultant or a coach or IT or tech AI agency, and you know your target audience is on LinkedIn, okay, investing in Sales Navigator is worth it. لأنه either you hire a salesperson $2,000 minimum, or you pay $100 على Sales Navigator and you do it yourself. Okay? With Sales Navigator, again, it's a big business database. هون فينا, let me just minimize this. هون we can look for specific keywords, كذا specific keywords. Okay? We can look for cities. We can look for is a Arabic profile أو English. Maybe in Syria بدنا نطلع على العالم اللي بس بيستعملوا العربي أو كمان English. But I know LinkedIn is not very big in Syria, so I'm not sure about that. You can look for their seniority, بأي department, their title, كم سنة هو total experience, كم years بهيدي الشركة, what type of company, NGO أو education أو privately held أو who he owns the company, how big is the company, and so on and so on. هيدي بس for the leads. في another one, if you're looking at bigger companies, عم نحكي كوكا-كولا وجوجل وهدول, and how big the yearly revenue is, there's a section called accounts. Either to look for bigger accounts. هون عم نحكي about another level. But I think everybody this is already enough for you right now. If you want to look for decision makers who either are the decision makers in a company, مثلا if you're a coach or you work with companies, you're offering them a service, maybe you need to be in touch with the HR department, or you want to directly target clients, so you go for the founders, you go for the it depends on your target audience. Maybe we could do some examples in a bit. Okay. طيب, before we go there, حدا يقول لي an example of your target audience, and I will give you some keywords. Let's do that now. Yes, we will have time for Q&A. Yes. So حدا يعطيني هلا an example of a target audience. ما تقول لي بس simple. Get specific. Give me أنه I look for or I work with يعني a specific person. So I can give you a few filters. If anybody wants to volunteer. Looking for Chinese sourcing agent. شو يعني هيدا الشيء؟ Chinese sourcing agent. شو يعني, what do these people do? Higher education sector, university, UK. Okay. Higher education. Who are you looking for in the higher education sector? Like, يعني, who do you know who the decision maker is or no? So for the universities UK, one فيك تحط UK, فيك تحط very specific, فيك تحط England, فيك تحط London, Manchester, يعني get specific. If you don't target, unless you target all the UK, but always I would say if you've never used it, I would start very specific. إذا أنت عايش بلندن, it's better you connect with people in London. إنه حيشوفوا your profile, أنت بلندن يعني أنت بتفهم the market. People resonate with that a lot, okay? You can look for the industry اسمها higher education for university. في واحدة تانية اسمها education management. And depending on the role, you can put it in the roles, في section the roles, and في the section تبع keywords. Okay, that's important. وفيك تحط إذا ناس بالجامعات company headcount minimum 50. So تحط 50 and above. Okay. Aviation operations company. Guys, give me specific things. Tell me who's your target audience to give you those filters. For aviation, I believe there is a section بالindustry بتلاقي aviation. So بتحط aviation. أكيد الcompany headcount حيكون أكتر من 50 people. You need to put the geography and you need to put who is the decision maker. Right? Get very specific. Aviation is probably a privately held company, self-owned company as well. ممكن كمان public. ممكن تكون a public, راحت public لأنه it's a big company, right? So you can get specific like that. Media and journalism كمان, your best friend would be industry. You could find industry. Put the keywords كمان. فيك تكتب بأنه journalism, journalist. فيك تحط journalist and something else. Industry would be big for you as well. كمان headcount for you ممكن, it depends how big they are. If it's a small journalistic platform مثل ميجافون عندنا بلبنان أو شيء, headcount بتكون صغيرة, right? So targeting company CEO and area director, amazing. Muhammad, you know them. So medical manufacturing, you can find a couple of them in the industry. For seniority بتحط director, founder, CEO. بس and then فيك تحط CEO, تحط الكمباني حتكون كبيرة, company headcount would be big. Okay. Art galleries, yeah, okay. I can't go through them, but these are amazing. Okay. But I hope it helps. Maybe with Q&A we will have some time. طيب, now what do? Alia, we connected, we found our target audience. هلا شو بدنا نعمل, okay? So there's two ways to get sales in your business. It's either inbound or outbound. شو يعني inbound? Inbound أنه you post good content, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever. People saw your content, they're like, wow, شو حلو. They come to you. They send you inquiries. They connect with you. They send you a DM. They go on your website. They book a call, right? لأنه now we have optimized our sales funnel on LinkedIn. So كل شيء ماشي مثل الفلة يعني, as they say. The other way to get leads is outbound. نحن we look for potential clients. The traditional ones, cold email or cold calling. I'm against it. أنا أكس عليهم. هيدي cold calling and cold email, I don't support it, okay? It doesn't work. Salesy especially, I just don't like it. But there's another way to do outbound. There is me looking for my potential clients that I know I can support, and me connecting with them, finding them on Sales Navigator أو حتى على Instagram, and connecting with them in a non-sleazy way, just starting a conversation. So that's one way. Another way of outbound is ads, okay? Ads, I'm with you on ads. Ads is the level when you want to scale, you go with ads, okay? Now, we do both. We look for potential clients and we connect with them, but we also write really good, high-converting content. So when people see the content, they're more interested in us. And then we nurtured them. وعودناهم علينا, okay? You should be doing both. But if you only rely on content, بس بدي أعمل Instagram carousels, بس بدي نزل talking head videos, روح على الاستوديو أعمل these videos. If you best rely on this, and pray for the algorithm gods, please نزلوا للعالم, let them come my way. You're waiting a long time. You're really just sitting and waiting. You should do both. You should do this, but you should also do this. You should pay for the rent, but also come and do the fun stuff. You could do both. الاثنين فيهم يقلعوا مع بعض, okay? So we're talking about now the outbound. I looked for my potential clients. I looked for the CEO in the mechanical manufacturing company, medical manufacturing company. وأكيد هذا CEO كتير كبير يعني, he's a big CEO. Maybe he's not even أصلاً the decision maker. Maybe the area director is the decision maker. So أنا شو فيني أعمل to get started? أول شيء I optimize my LinkedIn profile. علياء قالت لي كيف أعملها. It will do 80% of the selling for me. Done. That's the best homework that you did, okay? The second step, you look for the area director, and then you send him a connection message. Hi, Albert. And ممكن هيدا Albert, okay? Hi, Albert. I'm looking for area directors in London, and I stumbled upon your profile, and I'd really appreciate connecting with you. I feel like there's a lot we could talk about in common, something like that, okay? And I have more than 50 messages to use like that. Or, I really appreciate the role. I stumbled upon your profile, or I really something أنا هلا بعملها on the spot, because I should use my examples. I was currently looking for area directors in London in this field, and I found your profile, and I really wanted to connect with you. I hope we can connect and chat sometime. هيدا أول message. And you use Albert بالmessage. مش بس بعتوا connection. مش بس إنه يلا go. And أنا هلا I have your profiles, I will connect with you because we know each other. I don't need to tell you, hi Safwan, this is Alia, I would love to connect with you. No, I already know you, we will connect. Somebody that doesn't know you, they would appreciate a message, okay? And then after that, I want to take the time and go to Albert's profile. Look at the content he shares. Look at where he graduated. كم سنة له in that company, what has he shared, what has he reposted, and share something about that in the message. So أول مرة we'll connect with Albert. If Albert connects, I take it the next step. If Albert didn't connect, شو بعمل? I still go to his profile and I engage with his content. شو بيصير مع Albert? بيقول محمد, I see Muhammad, I don't know him, but I could see what Muhammad does, something similar. But if at some point he might sell me something or he might be interested, but let me see what he's about, okay? أنا بس بهمني the positive people. I don't care about the people that know I might sell them something. There will be so many of them, we ignore them. We're talking about the people that know what Muhammad does. Albert is okay with that. And Muhammad started slowly. مش دغري. ليك Albert بدي بيعك this $5 million project. عرفتون هدول؟ هذا اسمه cold pitching. We don't do that. We start slowly. Okay? So we send a connection with their name, we personalize it, we engage with their content, we send them, hey, by the way, I just read your article about medical manufacturing in London. It's really interesting that blah, 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 blah. So Chef Albert, and you actually care about what he has to share, and you do it over a couple of times. So this 2 and 3 are together. You do it a couple of times, and then you can re-engage in the comment section. Then maybe you can send Albert an article related to what he shared, an article that might be useful for him, something that you did that might be useful for him. 2, 3, 4 times. بعدين بتقول هيك Albert, لنا كذا conversation. Why don't we get on a call? بس هيك to get to know each other. Albert بيقول لك إيه ولا لا, أو بيعطيك his calendar. And maybe nothing happens with Albert. But our goal is to do this with 20, 30, 40, 60, 400 people on LinkedIn a month. This is your maximum. ما بدي إياكم كلكم تعملوها. You might be like, oof, لطيف, شو يعني 400? But if you do it properly, and that's what I do for my clients, this is how you build a lead generation sales funnel. This is how you have a client acquisition. So I do not depend on Albert ليدفع لي الأجار البيت. I depend on 100 Alberts ليدفعوا الأجار تبع البيت, okay? This is an example, right? And how to build your business, right? But this is how you do it. This is not cold outreach. This is building a relationship. يعني everybody that's here, you all know each other. Right? You're connecting, we're in a networking circle. Now I'm going to have all your LinkedIn profiles. I'm going to connect with you, start a conversation. أبعتكم ليكي هلا وليك صفوان, I know this article might be helpful, this is something that you learned, etc. So we'll build that relationship over time. بعدين one day I'll be like, Leiko, why don't we do a free sales business? I will never come to you and be like, Leiko, هون تعال تدفعوا لي $2,000. This is my top value ticket, and this is how you can make $5,000 months, right? حدا بحب هيدا الapproach. I don't think ما حدا بحب هيدا الapproach, and we don't sell that. And what Muhammad could do at the same time is he has to be creating content. He has to be creating interesting, fun, easy to read content, articles, carousels, and infographic. These are the top performing posts on LinkedIn. مش videos, long texts, infographic, carousel, PDF, especially if you're in that field, okay? Articles, sharing something, sharing an opinion about an article, so that Albert will go and read that and be like, oh, I see what Muhammad is agreeing on or not agreeing on, okay? That builds a relationship. We do that over time, the selling becomes easier, right? So this is my best way of selling. It's organic, it's natural, it's all about building relationships, okay? And you can also do it as well. I do it for my clients 3 times faster because we use different automation and etc. But you could do it yourself today in an organic way, okay? Now let's talk about personal branding. Before we move on, any questions? Any questions so far about Sales Navigator, how to start a conversation, etc.?
Alia, just how long you will have more of the session, you think?
أنا بعرف نص ساعة بعد another 30 minutes, so I can do Q&A.
Okay,
I'm almost done.
Okay,
yeah.
so maybe let's keep the question at the end, so that then people have the whole idea. And then maybe if you do any auditing for any LinkedIn.
Okay. We're gonna close it on personal branding. Okay, so what is a personal brand? مين بيعرف Gary V? Just give me a thumbs up. Gary V بيقول he's one of the biggest personal brands out there. If you don't know him, please follow him right now on YouTube, TikTok, and everywhere. Your brand is what you represent and what people say about you when you're not in the room. بس مش الحكي اللي بلا طعمة اللي الناس بتحب كتير تعرف تعملها نحن especially in our world. It's about actual things. It's about, oh, wow, did you meet Alia? Alia helps business consultants double their income, and she uses LinkedIn for that. Because I keep talking about LinkedIn, I became at some point, it's me, the LinkedIn queen. Okay, that's my personal brand. Okay, Gary V is all about that. So if you don't know him, I highly advise you to do that. So LinkedIn is a great platform to build your personal brand. مين بيعرف Alex Hormozy? Alex Hormozy is also this fitness guy, personal trainer, فتح جيم، عمل كتير مصاري، رجع راح علم كذا واحد كذا gym how to make money in their gyms. وآخر شيء his partner stole from him $1 million or $2 million, etc. Then he restarted from a garage, and now he teaches people on how to make money in the online world, okay? And now he has a huge company and he writes books. And we know him because he talks about it everywhere, and he built his personal brand around his story. He's building $100 million company. He's doubled, tripled that number. And he's a great example of personal branding. He uses YouTube a lot, more than LinkedIn, but that is an example of personal branding. And LinkedIn is a great place for that. Personal branding is you. You are the brand. People usually buy from you, whether you're a coach or a service provider. is غير انه اذا عم تبيع a product. هدول product founders. بس إذا أنتوا عم بتبيعوا a service or a coach consultant or your expertise or your time, you are the brand, okay? And people buy into you. They buy into what you stand for, what your mission is, your values, and what impact you want to create, okay? That's what they care about. And we want to use LinkedIn as a platform. نحن بنحب نقول platform to voice what we care about, what we agree with, what we don't agree with, your stories, your journey, what you've gone, case studies, who you've worked with, how you've helped. It's not about, no, this is what I do, or these are the top 10 tips on how to grow your business. هدول فينا نروح هلا عند AI ونجيبهم. We don't need this. نحن من قبل we went through a phase اسمها like education. It was just the info entrepreneur. بس عم بيعطينا tips. هلا it's about personal branding. كنا بالانفو entrepreneur وقت كوفيد. هلا نحن with the age of personal branding. لأنه personal branding is what's going to set us apart from AI. AI هلا حيكون في agents و on the phone و Instagram pages و LinkedIn pages by AI. We will know it is an AI agent. Maybe, I hope we will know. بس what's going to separate AI فيه يعمل هيدا presentation ممكن أو يعطيكم many tips about LinkedIn و blah blah blah, but they will never give you me the person عم بحكي هيك or you the person that act the way you do, right? So we want to use LinkedIn to help bring our personal brand. It's not just about pictures and videos. It's about your stories and sharing that on LinkedIn. So I highly advise you to start sharing your stories and a part of who you are and why you do this. Why did you start your business? And everybody here, if you're all, come from Syria or been in Syria, etc., you have many stories to share. And I know you've been through a lot, and there's a lot of stories there to share. هلا بتقولوا هيدا شو خصو بالbusiness. Trust me, this is a part of you. Do not forget that. It is a part of you. This is what made you. This is why you probably started your business. لأنه your company, your country هيك عملت, my country عملت ذات الشيء, and we have to do what we have to do because we don't have anything to lean on except us. This is what made us the way we are now. We are entrepreneurs. We are hustlers. مش بتجي لهون على أوروبا وكل واحد أنا مبسوط بس هيك باخد معاش، وإذا ما باخد معاش ال government pays me، إذا ما باخد معاش رواق, versus our way, our culture. Take that, infuse that in your content. People care about that. It shows them they respect you, they see your story, they see how much you've gone through, so that when you work with clients, they are passionate, you are serious, you're not here to scam them. And some people connect with you on a personal level. They care about that. Trust me, they care about that. Okay, so don't be afraid to show up and share that. Yeah, not important. طيب, before we do that, before my thank yous and sharing with you my freebie, حدا بده يتبرع with his LinkedIn profile to do a quick LinkedIn profile audit live. So I will give you my feedback on how to improve and what you did right. So just share with me a link. Rasha said each story might resonate to other 100 people and inspire them. Very true, very true. Okay.
كم بروفايل حابة تعملي audit لأن يمكن كل
هدول
الناس حابة.
I'm gonna go with maybe the first link and the second link. Let's see.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Other guys, if anyone else wants this audit, contact Alia and book appointment with her and enjoy.
Let's خلينا نشوف الأوديت قبل ما they enjoy. I know maybe they will not. Some people don't like direct feedback, but Wasim here is okay with it. So let me see how to. You're not seeing my screen yet, صح? Oh, this page. Bella, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, we can see it.
طيب, great. Okay, so first he started, Wasim. Hi, Wasim. First he started with the cover page. So actually you could see and هون this information here, we cannot see it from your profile picture. So يعني شفت engineer بس بعدين ما بعرف شو عم بيصير. هدول ما بعرف شو هدول. Okay, so I don't. So if I want to hire you as an engineer, if I am a company, yes, I care about it. So there's a difference. If I'm a company hiring you, maybe I care about that. But if I'm a business owner and I want to hire a developer or an engineer, I don't know what this means. So let's see if you're a business owner. You're not a business owner. Okay. This might not relate, so I'm going to do a quick audit for you. So software engineer, ما بعرف هدول شو هن. Okay, great. So I guess if you want to get hired, this matters. Okay. Hone, it's my core focus. This is for getting hired, but these are great for SEO and search. So if somebody is looking for you and puts in, I know I'm looking for web front, or cross multiple, or full stack, this is great SEO. I would add a bit about you, يعني your story. يعني remember the personal branding? I would add more about you because people like people that went through something in their life, like there's depth to them. So I would add a bit about that. ما عندك feature section لأنه you don't have a business. So sorry, but I can't give you a proper one. No, it's just a professional one, not a business one. So I'm gonna try to open one that's a professional one. Let's see Wafa actually. We'll do two more. Okay, here we have. Are you not seeing my screen anymore? Yeah, that's me. Turn it on again.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna, my internet هلا صار خفيف. Okay. Okay, can we see the screen? Not yet, no? ما بعرف شو عم بصير. I think my laptop is.
شو هالبروفايل يا وفاء؟
Can you see her profile ولا لأنه أنا I'm trying to.
Just like it's so. No, we cannot. Are you sharing?
I was
The
with
page?
my internet. No, I'm trying to, but the internet is not really helping.
Do you want me to share it from my side? Do you want?
I'm gonna try one more. If it doesn't work, yeah. Okay, هلا I found Wafa. I'm clicking on. Okay, Wafa is okay. She's not a business owner. Sorry, I need to do just a business owner. It's easier. Okay, هلا هون. I found Aus Yusuf. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but I think this is your name. He's a business owner or a service provider, so we're gonna go with him. Okay. Let's go here. Okay, so content writer, copywriter, social media. Okay, great. Your name. Helping brands grow. It's too basic. Okay, it's too generic. I would have a stronger one. مين هن البراندز? What type of company? شو يعني grow? And you're a content writer, copywriter. Do you help them with sales, or do you help them with followers, or with impressions, or with their email list? Get very specific. So I would work on that. Strong call to action, great, but this is not professional. Yusuf 41 Ajim, it's not a business. So I would have a custom domain with your business name if you want to be hired by professionals. So I would work on this. That's good idea. Good job. Bravo, journalist and potter is great. Good for okay. So you help NGOs. So you don't work with companies. You help with NGOs. If you write NGOs on, this is what you help them with. You will target NGOs. You know, I want to hire you as a copywriter. NGOs. I'm not an NGO. I'm a business owner. So be careful what you write. But other than that, good job. Okay. Let's see the Haida. Okay. So هون عنا 2,600 characters to optimize. هون we use just a bit. Okay. I would optimize on that. I would put the right keywords, your services, who you've worked with, how did you help them? Very specific. Get very specific. إذا عندك مثلا, I helped one client build his email list to 5,000 subscribers. Wow, amazing. Write that there. Okay. Okay. This is about I, right? It's about them, not us. So I would work on that. ما في featured section. So that's missing. So I don't see that you have a business. I guess you work at a company. So let's say you had a business, you would need to have a business page and business information. But أنا هلا, if I want to hire you, I cannot hire you because I guess you're a freelancer. صح؟ And if I want to hire you, ما بعرف what to do next. I have to go click إنه روح على واتساب وحط نمرتك, or go and somehow manually write your name. Versus featured section. Book a call with me. Get a content audit. Make the decision faster. حدا بده بعد an audit لأنه يعني we're doing it fast. We only have 15 minutes. So I think we're good for now. Let's get to Q&A. Guys, thank you so much for everyone here. So we're going to do some Q&A. But لأنه I can't get everybody's link, I'm going to share with you my link to connect. And Rasha, you want to monitor the questions?
Yes. So we have Ayham. Ayham, تفضل.
Hi, مساء الخير. Thank you, Alia. Amazing information, honestly. Quick questions. I don't know if I have time for 3-4 questions, but anyway, numbers of followers and connection matter usually. يعني أنا عندي 8,000 مثلا followers. So does it matter?
Matter for
LinkedIn?
what?
Usually for the business, for the headhunting. I work as a freelance, so that's gonna help me. So most of the time I receive 5 to 10 connections. So should I accept all of them? So this is the question.
خلينا على number one. خلينا على number one. That's a big question for a lot of people. So thank you already. I know a lot of people care about that. So أول شيء, if you're getting people to connect with you وأنت you're a freelancer وهن their potential clients, that's great. بس إذا منن ideal clients وما بعرف ليه they're connecting with you لأنه أنت headhunter قلت لي؟
No, بالعكس. كنت عم بعمل head hunting بعدين هلا لا. I'm waiting for contract. Waiting for contracts. I'm a life coach.
Okay, great. So people are adding you لأنه you're a headhunter.
Yes.
وما بدك ترجع back to headhunting. You just want to do life coaching.
Yes.
Okay, so كل هدول عم يبعتوا لك request, ignore. أول شيء.
Okay.
Second, you might have 8,000 followers كلهم لأنه they wanted a job, so they connected with you because you're a headhunter. So they're not potentially ideal clients. هلا. So maybe that's the case, right? This was from before.
It is.
Okay, so now what we want to care about is me optimizing my LinkedIn profiles. And لأنه you're a life coach, it's going to be a bit hard to look for a target audience, but it depends. Maybe you work with professionals. You want to post content. لأنه عنا هات 8,000 people, فينا نعوزن أنه by posting about what you do, how you help, case studies, what you went through in your life, right? Because you're a life coach, so there's a lot of stories, mindset conversation, some framework shifting perspective. Share that. ولأنه عندك 8,000 followers, maybe they might be a potential client or lead, but they will engage with your content, right? So you will at least get some momentum there. Maybe it will get you some leads, but also maybe get you some real people interesting in your life coaching. بدك تمحي كل شيء in your cover page, headline, and about section about headhunting. And don't accept new people. لأنه you don't want, look, the bigger your account is, by the way, the lower the engagement. That's proven. There's a statistic for it.
This is what's happening, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. So we don't want that. We want I have clients that have 900 followers بيعملوا $18,000. It's not about how big the followers are. And we want to have high engagement. Make sense?
Thank you so much. بعدين في موضوع الستودنتس حكيتي. Yesterday I was on training for the students, fresh graduate people. So you said this is for professional LinkedIn, but most of them they still يعني ما تخرجوا بعد. وكان في التريننج اللي عم بعمل اياه انه to get involved اكثر باللينكدين to find the job. So this is very important. So هيك سمعت انا صح انه مش للستودنتس.
Look, the students looking for jobs يعني هن هدول a small conversion. يعني هن بيكونوا بالمرحلة انه عم بيكونوا student, but the next time يعني in a couple of months حيصيروا professional.
Okay.
So they have to use LinkedIn to get a job. But the most people on LinkedIn, or the highest percentage, is a professional. That student, when he gets the first job, هيصير professional.
Excellent. So last question. Should يعني في kind of timing لموضوع البوستينج. يعني أنا usually I post weekly once يعني على الأقل إنه once time. So إذا بنعمل أكثر so that's gonna help or that's good.
No, weekly it's إنه ما عندي وقت بحياتي بعملها weekly. But if you're really serious about you're a life coach, يعني coaching is something intangible. I'm a service provider. I can make you money tomorrow. I can provide you a service. I can run your ads. Coach ممكن يغير لي حياتي, بس I have to invest with him وبدنا نحكي عن قصة حياتي ولقدام وبدنا نشتغل وممكن ما يصير في شيء. It's called intangible. All my clients are coaches, so I know what I'm talking about. So for you, you have to write double, triple the content that any other person has to do, right? And the only way...
Should I use it for the reels? يعني هلا recently I'm doing kind of reels. I can use it on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Should I put it also on the LinkedIn so people they can get engaged more?
You can, بس إنه LinkedIn pushed video بعدين شالت إيدها عن you know took its leg off the brake. يعني مرة push رجعت شوي. You can post here and there, but it's rather I would take your reels and make them into long posts. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. That's it.
No worries.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you,
have
Leah.
all the best. I have زينب.
شكراً.
تفضلي.
Okay, thank you, Alia. Very good session. One of the best session on the topic that I've been into. Question: LinkedIn Premium. هلا صار في كمان page Premium. Do you recommend it or it doesn't make any difference?
The LinkedIn
personal premium وفي page Premium.
أول مرة بسمع عن اللينكدين premium. I don't like the premium in general لأنه ما كتير, it's not useful in general. Like if I'm gonna pay for LinkedIn, I go for the Sales Navigator. And Sales Navigator بيعطيني كل شيء. The premium بس بيعطيني who looked at my profile وهيك more قصص. يعني I don't even ما كتير في قصص إنه مهمة أو I can post more, I can apply for more jobs أو هيك قصص. بس if you're a business owner, I would go for looking for my target audience. Sales Navigator بيعطيني كل شيء. So I would go for that one. Yeah.
So you don't think the premium makes any difference in the visibility?
No, until you look for your content. If you want more eyes on your content, you cannot pay anything for LinkedIn, and you can get more eyes on your content.
All
right? You can not pay for anything and get eyes on your content. If you it has to be really good content. But if you want to look for a target audience اليوم إنه اقتنعت إنه يلا okay, I'm gonna go and do it. Okay, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, I would say they give you 30 days for free. Try it for 30 days.
Okay.
If you don't like it, don't pay for it.
Fair enough.
Sounds good? Perfect.
Okay, thank you. Next, عبد الرحيم, تفضل.
Yeah.
عبد الرحيم, we cannot hear you. You are a dentist, right? Pharmacy.
صوت جيد؟
Yeah, تمام.
يلا تمام. أول شيء ميرسي كثير عليا على الويبينار اليوم. أنا عندي عدة أسئلة هيك سريعة. هلا أنا كنت أبو ظبي 4 سنين وبنيت كوميونتي كثير قوي، وأبو ظبي ويو اي اي عموما بتحكي انجلش، وهلا أنا بكومباني سعودي أرابيا أكثر وبنعرف العربي. فشو البيست براكتس للكونتنت لانجويج بالنسبة لي؟
Can you repeat? I got confused. شو؟
بكل بساطة أنا من قبل باني كوميونتي أتواصل معه بالإنجلش.
اوكي.
هلا أنا رايح لكوميونتي بيزيكلي هو عرب أودينس، يعني بيحكوا عربي أكثر. فما صار القديم والجديد، شو البيست براكتس بالنسبة لي؟
أنت عم تحكي الكوميونتي you built it on LinkedIn or somewhere else؟
نفسهم connections.
أنت what do you want to do؟ يعني you want to target Arabic speakers هلا؟
both لأنه both. So different post ولا نفس البوست حط لغتين؟
فيك تعمل هيك. You could do that. فيك تعمل I don't know what you do. شو قلت dentist؟
No. I'm a digital marketing.
Okay, digital marketing. Okay. فيك تعمل carousel. كان dentist. Okay. كان فيك تعمل carousel بالإنجليزي والبوست فيها تكون بالعربي and you can say English is in the carousel. You can target both one way. But also there's another way. بLinkedIn في option تعمل English profile و Arabic profile. So في العربي to see your Arabic profile, etc. And then you can mix. You can mix the content post. Or you can be يعني find a consistent way. إنه I know people on Instagram بيعملوا carousel 20 صفحة وبيعيدوا ذات الحديث بالكابشن. ليه؟ For discoverability by AI. Because sometimes AI cannot read a JPEG, it can read the caption. So they do it. So you could do that. You can get people used to the format. And English and then Arabic is in the carousel. That could be a way.
Okay. بس frequently of posting الادفايسز بالنسبه لنا قديش لازم ننشر؟
شو هو؟
frequently of posting.
Frequently, I would do it 7 times. يعني ideally 7 times a week. حتى Saturday, Sunday. لأنه not a lot of people post on Sunday. يعني weekend in normal مش normal. The majority of the globe, okay? But whatever weekend is in Dubai or Kuwait or whatever, for example, so yeah, you'll have higher chance of visibility. But minimum 3 times a week, minimum.
سؤال أخير، في AI automation tool بتفضليها كبوستينج لينكدين جربتيها قبل؟
I hear Stanley is great. Stanley. أو شو اسمه؟ Please connect with me on LinkedIn. Ask me that question there, and I'll send you the link.
خلاص تمام. ميرسي كثير. شكرا.
No worries. Rasha, you had something to say?
Yes. Yes, normally, but I think in Saudi Arabia, preference is Arabic, and also it depends. Digital marketing is quite competitive, so it depends the clients you are looking for. That's the thing that I learned actually. Even as a scientist, they tell me, "Oh, you need to write in Arabic because normally it's only English."
Yes, يعني if he can only target Arabic and if he can go full on TikTok and Instagram in Arabic, I would suggest that route. لأنه ما كتير في ناس بيعملوا digital marketing in Arabic, you have a better chance. أنا my clients went viral وأنا I've been in business more than them بس لأنه بيحكوا بالعربي. عملوا عربي صاروا يحكوا يلا.
يعني حتى المالتي international company they hire digital marketing who is excellent in Arabic.
Excellent in Arabic.
Yeah, so it depends as Alia said. يوسف تفضل.
مساء الخير.
Hello.
يعطيكم العافية. أول شيء بتشكر كثير علياء. عن جد amazing session ويعطيك ألف عافية. كانت كثير حلوة ومهمة النقط كلها اللي حكينا فيها. أنا سؤال صغير لو سمحتي بخصوص الهوم بيج. خلينا نقول الهيدلاين اللي اليوم أنا شو حاطط حاليا. بقول لك أنا حاطط بريف عن الجوب تبعي. هل يفضل اليوم ليساعد بالانجن سيرش والكي ووردز وهيك تكون بس يعني هيك كي ووردز، اما لا فينا نحط تكست اللي هو بريف عن الجوب؟ شو بتفضلي اكثر؟
انت قلت لي you have a job.
انا بصراحه انا مدير ببنك، انا يعني الجوب تبعي هو بانكينج مانجر.
And you want to be discovered, you want to change jobs ولا شو؟
لا بس انا اوريدي ترينر وبانكينج ادفايزر. بس انا الهيدلاين تبعي انا حاطط ان التكست يعني ستوري انه هي انا مثلا بشتغل اكسبيرينس هالقد بديبارتمنت هالقد، مثلا هيدا الديبارتمنت هيدا البانكس اللي اشتغلت فيهم 1 2 3. برايك افضل انا لا تكون شورت، تكون كي ووردز مثلا على الديبارتمنت، ما تكون تكست، ما تكون ستوري؟ شو اللي بتفضلي اكثر؟
انا ما بفضل شيء. the goal what
for
matters
engine,
is
for
the
search
goal.
engine,
For the
for
engine,
AI,
for the search engine, for what? For you finding, يعني if somebody is looking for a
banking
director
advisor
at
as example.
if you want to be hired as a banking advisor, hired as a banking advisor, so yes, you would write a sentence related to banking advisor and saying you have 20 years experience. Okay, so something related. يعني, but if you work at a company and you're not looking for another career, etc., just writing the way you worked and your experience is enough. It really depends on the goal. بدك أنا تفكر شو الجول. Why do I want to be discovered by AI? مين عم يدور علي أو مين بدي يدور علي? Then you know how to write your headline. بس لأنه if you're not looking for a job, you're a bank advisor, you don't plan to go anywhere and you're happy, you don't need to do anything. Okay, but if you want to be hired by other people, then you're like, okay, AI, and I want to be hired for 1 2 3 4, and I help these specific people. Give me a headline, and I will share with you guys how to do this with my custom GPT. I'm just finding the link and I will share it with you. But just put it in mind. Why do I want to be discovered? Just the goal. That will help you.
Thank you.
No worries.
شكرا علياء. جلال تفضل.
يعطيك العافية، شكرا على النصائح اللي قدمتيها ومساء الخير للجميع. في عندي سؤال بالنسبة في أشخاص مثلا بتنشر يوميات، يعني راح شرف هو نزل بوست على لينكد. ايه انا شفت في اشخاص يعني مو احترافيين، يمكن ناس نورمال، بس انه شفت انه مرتين ثلاثة شفت بوستات ناس عم تنزل اليوميات، مثلا رحنا اكلنا فنزل. انه هذا شيء بروفيشنال احترافي او لا، او انه يعني لازم هيك واحد ينزل او لا؟
شو الانجيجمنت اللي عم بتشوفها from whatever that person posted about؟
هو مو شخص صاحب عمل، يعني هو شخص نورمال، بس يمكن عم يشارك يومياته مشان يكون عنده مثلا فولوز او يدور على شغل. بس انه انا بالنسبه إلي يمكن انه ما بشوف انه هذا الشيء صح انك تنزل يومياتك مثل الانستغرام ستوريز. وفي سؤال ثاني بالنسبه لي، انا مثلا 10 سنين بالمانيا، حاطط انا عندي بنورنبرغ بافاريا، فانا انتقلت على سوريا من سنه، فانا في عندي تارجت، في عندي زباين بالمانيا وفي عندي زباين بسوريا او عملاء وكاستمرز، وفي عنده عملاء هون وكاستمرز بسوريا. حط انا اني انا عايش بالمانيا ولا ضل عايش بسوريا؟ شو حط؟
Like أنا my business مثلا it's registered in the US, بس yes I have US UK clients, بس لأنه عربية I end up targeting and people come to me from the Middle East and I live in Spain. It doesn't matter, right? So my registration is there for legal purposes. I want to attract US clients, so I keep it there. مشان إذا بحط لبنان يا لطيف شو بصير. So for me, أنا حاطة where my legal registration is. هلا for
هذا
you.
الشيء في هذا الشيء يمكن بيقول لي انت عايش بالمانيا، فهو اول ما يشوف يمكن ما يحاكيني. يعني مثلا عندي كلاينت بسوريا، اذا شافني حاطط انا اني سكن او مكان العمل بالجرماني بيقول لي، او يمكن ما يحكيني انه لا هذا خلص بعيد عني،
بفكرك
ما هعمل
غالي أو شيء.
ايه exactly.
فيك تعمل two things. فيك تحط أنه your location بالبروفايل. Look, sadly, if you're going to be targeted by international companies and they see that you are from Beirut, Cairo, or Syria, they will have a different restriction من عندهم من راسهم. Okay, إنه you know هيك كان عندهم. So I would rather keep it open because كمان you know you want international clients. You know نحن الكرنسي تبعتنا والكرنسي تبعتكم فايتين بالحيط أنا وياك, so might as well get paid in euro or USD dollar. So I never want to create a block for my user, right? But then I can say إنه مثلا I can write in my content. I can if it's a Syrian client فيني أعمل one featured post بالعربي to know that إنه هي خيي أنا شو اسمك أنا جلال كنت عايش هونيك وصرت بسوريا وهلا لا and this is what I do.
يعني حطه بالاباوت،
فيك تحطه بالاباوت. فيك تحط a featured section, a content post بالعربي to write about your story, what you just told me. يعني you know how Instagram عنا انه hey for the first timers that are seeing my post, here is a summary about who I am. فيك تعمل ذات الشيء على لينكدين.
اوكي شكرا.
عرفتها؟ So that will help. Yeah.
شكرا لوقتك. شكرا لك.
شكرا جلال. اوكي كارولين بعدين بلال بعدين no more questions please.
No خلاص.
You are on mute.
بونسوار عليا، كيفك؟ يعطيكي العافية.
كيفك؟
Thank you for your efforts. Thank you.
Thank you.
عليا سؤالي, what is the best advice for business consultants؟ يعني بشكل خاص يعني ليس لينكد إن بأفضل طريقة.
Give me a specific question. Narrow it down, please.
يعني أنا بحس إنه الكونسلتنج هو كيف الكوتش شوي صعب إنه يقدر يبروموت for themselves بالطريقة الصح. شو البست ادفايس لحتى نقدر نساعد البزنس كونسلتنت إنه to promote for themselves بالطريقة الصح عن طريق اللينكدين.
Okay, so I'm a business consultant, صح? So I use. So I'm a business consultant and I use LinkedIn بكل الطرق اللي قلت لك عنها اليوم. Okay. So one, you get very specific about who you're targeting. You cannot just be a business consultant, right? You have to get very, very specific. You have to optimize your LinkedIn profiles. الاثنين. You have to look for your target audience, connect with them, and write content. هذا مكسور. Write content 7 times a week. أروى هون أو حدا قال لي ask tutors قالت لي if we don't have something to say not enough wouldn't it be effective weekly? No, there's so much noise out there. You have to push your voice out, your content out. So for your answer, everything I shared today, that's what you have to do. Make sense?
Thank you. لا أكثر شيء بحس هو to select the best content يلي ممكن attract الفولورز لحتى يحسوا إنه في فائدة كبيرة من following up هيدا الشخص على اللينكدين. So choosing the best content يلي يكون غني. هون كمان يعني هذا الموضوع بتحسيه كمان بحسه critical يعني.
Look, the best format to start with is personal branding, personal stories. لأنه people buy from people. If you're hiring a business consultant, بدنا نعرف هالbusiness consultant. What has he done? Who has he worked with? What was their experience? What did they do in their own business? How has he worked with others? Where did they come from? What was their experience before? إذا اشتغلوا بما بعرف أي شركة. Their values, their frameworks, what they learned. كل هذا مهم يعني. هيدا already أنا هلا I created for you a 30-day calendar for LinkedIn بعدنا مبلشين. بعدين في all about the target audience. ما نحن we create content to convince people of why they should hire us specifically. So أنا if I know my target audience, I know their pain, I know their challenges, I know what they went through, I can write so much I can take one phrase that you told me now. How do I build a business for a business consultant? I can write a post about it. Another guy asked me today a question. Should I be using LinkedIn Premium or LinkedIn Sales Navigator? That's another content post, right? So if you ask your audience, what are you currently struggling with? Or doing market research or calls, or when people come to you, بيقولوا لي like 1, 2, 3, كل phrase is a content post. هلا في شيء tool اسمه Fathom AI أو any note taker, Gemini, whatever. Take that كل transcript, جمعوا كل الترانسكريبت، كبون على AI، قولوا له اعمل لي a client diagnostic report and pull from it their pain points, their challenges, what they went through, what they needed support from. It will give you phrases. كل phrase is a content post. Every single one. You put it together, you organize it with AI. يعني now with AI, we cannot ever say ما بعرف what to post or how to post. Like من قبل أنه كنا ناخد جمعتين 3 هلا بنعملها 5 minutes. I can take this transcript of today and I will have a full content plan for LinkedIn for 3 months. Just from today's conversation with everybody. It's so much easier. But you have to do the work that we talked about from today's training. اعملي أول هدول steps. اعملي كل هدول steps. وبلشي. A last tip for everyone. هذا جواب للكل. LinkedIn polls. LinkedIn polls is the best way to know what content to start writing. The digital marketer اللي عم بيعمل عربي وإنجليزي. I'm thinking about writing content either Arabic, English, or bilingual. What do you prefer? شوفوا العالم what they vote for. Okay? I'm launching a new business all about a life coach. I was a headhunter. I decided no more headhunting. What a chaos. Now I decided to become a life coach. I'm launching my business. Tell me, what are you most interested in? Or have you currently gone through these challenges, my options? LinkedIn polls will give you exactly the content post that you need to create content. And if you just start from that, this will be your launch pad. Make sense? Makes sense, I think.
Thank you so much, Habibti. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Very interesting.
بظن أنا دوري قبل كان صح؟ I'm sorry, I just
بلال تفضل.
أنا عم بستعمل سويتش بين الأجهزة. أول شيء كثير شكرا، كثير فظيع السيشن. هلا أنت عم بتحكي انتبهت على شغلي. أنا عندي كومباني بس حاطة يمكن الرابعة أو الخامسة بين الإكسبيرينس تبعيتي. فهون السؤال، هل بتفرق الترتيب تبع الإكسبيرينس وين نحط مين قبل؟ هلا أنا لأنه أنا بيو كي ساكن، فبفضل إني أحط الكامبريدج أو لندن وورك أول شيء. بس هل بتفرق لأنه شركتي بتركيا وأنا بفضل بيع بيو كي، فكيف بدي أوازن بيناتهم؟
لحظة، أنت شركتك رابع شيء بس كامبريدج أول شيء أنه you have a job at Cambridge.
Yeah, I have a job and also I have a company. So
Okay, so you have a job at Cambridge بس your business بعدها صح؟
بعد عندي كمان another job. I have 2 jobs and I have my company. So مين راح أحط أول شيء؟
Okay, so Cambridge already hired you and the other company already hired you, صح? So you're going to be using LinkedIn for looking for potential clients, صح?
Networking mainly. ما عندي شغل بس على networking.
So you want to use it for networking? Because you said you have another business.
I have my business consultancy but يعني عندي الاوتريتش بيتي بغير محل. فأنا اللينكد إن بس للنتوركينج.
LinkedIn بس للنتوركينج. إذا LinkedIn بس للنتوركينج it doesn't matter لأنه يعني you're not looking for potential people, so if they come your way they will come your way. But if you are looking for potential clients as a consultant,
yep,
that matters more لأنه these other companies already hired you.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter. Yeah.
الكونسلتنسيز أنا باخذ كونسلتنسيز طوال مثلا 5 سنين كونسلتنسيز. بتحب هي راح تكون as a job أو بتخليها as an experience للشركة أو للشخص؟ كيف بتبيعها؟
If you work at a company for 5 years, هي decided أنه كأنه you're a part-timer or a full-timer, so Yeah, I would write if it's especially if it's a big company like a leveraged company. إنه باخد a big consultancy job with Google. I would say I work as that role at Google since it's 5 years. Yeah, I would add that.
Yeah, but still a couple of hours a week.
But still 5 years. نحن ليه بنشتغل more than a couple of hours a week in a full-time job? So ما حدا ضروري يعرف كيف تشتغل. بس if you've been 5 years with a big company وحرزان الكمباني إنه شيء مهم تعطيك another opportunity, I would write it. And how else would other people know about it?
يبقى سوري اخر سؤال عن جد، بهالوقت بهالحاله رح يكون في 3 كومبانيز او 4 كومبانيز بنفس الوقت نفس التايم لاين which is fine.
Yeah, you can say contract. بالjobs فيك تحط مش full time، فيك تحط contract. So they understand you have the contracts with these companies.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Makes sense? No worries.